Well, all right, it's October the 1st. We're now in the final quarter of the year. Decided to come on outside this morning to take a look at the garden, see how everything is growing. Of course, it's much cooler, not much cooler, but a little cooler now around this time of the year than it was, just even a couple of weeks ago. So this is the watermelon up front, and see my hand is in front of it. And as I said again, I have a extra large size hand, and this is how my hand look on this watermelon. So it's not a large watermelon yet, but it is growing. Sounds good. Sounds good. So there's one, right? We had that one up in here. What, two up in here? This guy here is growing kind of slow. Yeah, it's growing kind of slow. Maybe because it's covered up so much with these leaves, not getting no sunlight. No, that's not the reason why. Because the leaves provides the melon with sunlight, so it has nothing to do with that. All right, so this one here, it's kind of shaped weird. It's pointy up front. It's almost shaped like a sweet potato. This thing here don't look like it's gonna get very large. But on the other hand, this one here has grown a lot over the last few days. It's about 8 inches in length. Of course, we got this one up here. That's very hard to get to. That one is still growing. Yep. This one here, by the looks of it, I know that's a baby doll yellow watermelon. Just as well as one back over here too. I'm not gonna worry about climbing back there today. But that first one I showed y'all, that's when if you look at the difference, right, between the color of this one and the lines, it's baby doll yellow. And then you come over here again and look at the front one. The one up front, you see it's a bit different. Now this one is darker. Now I have the same type of lines, of course, but it's darker. Okay, almost shaped the same way, but don't have that kind of like a glare look. This one is more dull looking. That's why I'm thinking this here is a crimson sweet, which would be our very first crimson sweet. The rest of the harvest. I think I may have mentioned this on the last video, but the crimson sweet takes longer than the baby doll yellow and the Jubilee. And see, this is kind of like a, what is that shape? I don't know what shape it is, but it's long. It's a longer shape. It's not round like the baby doll yellow and the Jubilee. I mean, baby doll yellow and the crimson sweet. Yeah, that's like a flat, smooth look. Same way as that one right there, flat, smooth looking. So that's also of course, baby doll yellow. But check this out. I did not know. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say I didn't know, but I've never seen sweet potatoes flower. So the fact that it's flowering, that let us know that potatoes is growing up on the ground. That side there, so maybe like a couple of months old by now. Got a little bud coming right there. Y'all can see that. One on the other side over there. So yeah, these potatoes starting to flower. Of course, the white potatoes I think they started flowering about maybe 3 weeks ago. Show you how fast these green beans grow, these bush beans. Because I just picked some the other day. These guys was a lot smaller than this. I'll let you know how fast they grow. We have a little cluster of beans right in this area here. See, growing. That cluster there. Of course, a lot of little small ones right over here. And on the edge here, got some a little bit larger in size. Right there. All right. Won't be long before I be back. Before I come back out here and start picking some more. Like this guy here. He's yeah, he's getting he's about 5 inches now, so. Still got a lot of beans over here. So look at that one. All right. So I'm gonna take a look and see what we got. Yeah, here's a lot of mess right here. Throw it all up. A lot of beans still up in here. Those beans were delicious too. I just boiled those beans. I boil water and then drop those beans in hot water and let them boil for about 7 minutes. And that's how I like mine. Could have boiled it maybe 6 minutes because I do like kind of crunchy, but they were still pretty good. So we still got flowers here. So let you know we still got new beans that's gonna grow. There's a lot of little beans that just started. A lot of flowers right up in there, you know. So still got a lot of growing to do. Like I said, today is October 1st. And I think we're gonna be still growing food until maybe November 1st. It started getting really cold around the end of October. The last week of October, towards the beginning of November. But this is the chart. You can see that it's still a lot left. But you can look at it and tell we've been munching on this stuff here. We've been straight up munching on this stuff. Munching on it. I like to blend it and drink it. When it comes to eating it raw, my stomach, you know, it tend to upset my stomach sometimes. And that's the same way with a lot of green vegetables when I eat them. Cruciferous or leafy green vegetables. I have to actually cook them or blend it into a drink. Makes it easier to digest. So I see flowers on the side over there, but you can see here, that's a bud. Right? Oh, it's a larger bud. It's the largest bud on this plant here. And that's going to open up probably within the next few days. This little guy here, like it's been stunted for some reason. You can look at these leaves and tell these leaves are not as dark as they once were. Like you look at this one, right? Dark, dark, light, 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 light. That one over there seemed like it gets more shade. So I would think that it would be, wait a minute, am I wrong about that? I don't know, I gotta come check it out in the afternoon and see which one gets the most shade. And I'll let y'all know. But okay, here's the flowers. There's one of the flowers on it. It's not the largest plant. It's the second to the largest, but second to the largest. That's a plant, right? I mean, that's a flower, right? Look at the bottom. What they look like. Look like a bell pepper. The inside of a bell pepper to me. Yep. So I don't know. Might have time though to see that thing grow, and maybe it's small, but we have a chance to see it grow before the winter. Before the cold weather gets here. I'll just take another look on this side. Man, got a lot of beans on this side here. These are the most mature plants. These are the ones that I planted in the beginning. And it has larger beans on it. So, still a lot of beans happening. Alright, still a lot of, look at that, flowers right there. Yeah, we're gonna be eating beans for the next couple of months. So even once I do the final harvest, we'll try to preserve them some type of way. That being there, it's about 5 inches, the one I have in my hand. A lot of little new ones right here, okay, as well as bigger ones towards the bottom. You know, I used to try to stand these plants back up when well, beef flying around me. Get away from me, bee. Trying to attack me. Alright, so yeah, there's a lot of them right here. Beautiful, beautiful little beans. Just want y'all to see how many beans you can actually get. How many sprouts you can get from actual one pack of beans. With that thing, I'll twist it up. Yeah, you get a lot of beans from one pack. You paid, was it $2.49, $3, something like that for one pack of organic beans, and you grow pounds of them, you know. So you're paying about $3 for pounds and pounds of beans. I don't know how many pounds it'd be once they finish growing. I harvest a little bit over 10 ounces the other day. 10 ounces. So that's 10 ounces is a little bit over half a pound of beans. Half a pound, 8 ounces. And that was on my first harvest. Alright, okay, so that's that. We'll take a little tour towards this direction, back to the front of the garden. I've seen a flower over here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Sweet potato flower, beautiful, right? Beautiful flowers. Beautiful flowers. Hopefully grow a lot of potatoes. Yo, know I love me some sweet potatoes. Like I said, see how smooth that one is? Okay. That's the yellow watermelon. Same way here. This one here is growing pretty slow. It's probably about as big as it's gonna get, probably. A lot of flowers on the still on this big beast, the watermelon plants. This one here is probably gonna die off because it's growing so slow. On the other hand, this one has grown quite a bit. Not as big as I want it to be, or haven't grown as fast as I want it to grow, but it is growing. Chard. Okay. A cluster of chard there. Like I may not have as much of as I want because of the space hog. This watermelon vines. Shading it out, you know. I thought I was gonna get out here and move it, but I'm not gonna worry about it. That's more work than I'm willing to do. Alright, that's the squash. That's a squash too. That's the zucchini. Look how much bigger the squash. The zucchini is compared to the squash. I noticed the last time I grew zucchini and squash, I never harvested anything because I ended up pulling them out the ground because they kept getting attacked by squash vine borers. But anyway, I can tell even then that zucchini seems to be a bigger plant than squash is. How big those leaves are. These leaves don't look as healthy, but there's no insects beneath it. Any of these leaves, these new leaves, they attack these leaves here, kill them off. Let it come it all up. I may come out here and prune this thing, but I don't know. It seems to be growing fine to me. But this is the prize winner here. How big that leaf is. Big leaf. It's a big leaf, y'all. Look at that. Make my hand look tiny. Beautiful flower. It's closed. It was open earlier. When I glanced out here earlier this morning. I don't see any female flowers or buds, anything like that. I don't see any females. So, I don't know. Maybe something happened over the next 4 weeks. But their plants seem to be growing very, very, very good. I don't know why. I don't know. Just some seeds just grow better than others. It's the same soil. This side of the garden can't be getting too much more light. In fact, this side of the garden actually gets more light than that side. I could be wrong, y'all. I don't know. Sounds like I can't remember that right now. Anyway, so that's the garden tour today. I'll let y'all know which side gets the most shade and the most sun. I think the front of the garden actually gets more sun than the back. So if the back gets more shade than the front of the garden, then you would think that this plant would be smaller than the first couple of plants, zucchini plants. But instead, when you look at it, you see that one's small, right? This one about the same size here, right there. And then you got the biggest one here. Now there's another one right here that's been shaded out by the big boy. See that? That one was I thought was gonna die, but obviously they decided to hold on. I guess it got a pretty strong immune system, so it lets us know that the soil is very, very good. The plants is getting what they need, nutrition wise. This thing here is steady growing. It's one vine. I don't see any female flowers, but that little melon there is growing so slow it may die off. A little extension right there growing off that one vine. It may eventually produce a watermelon, but I don't know. I think I might have to come out here and try. Like I said, that my wife and my wife and my daughter, we may come out here and try to clean this thing up, pull all this little grass out of it. If not, what I may do after I pull all the plants out of the ground, over the maybe somewhere in the month of November, I may take a tarp and just cover the entire garden to just smother the grass out. Try to kill it that way. All right, so all right, let's take a look here. I was about to say goodbye, but okay. Look at this here. It's growing slow, but it's growing. About time November get here. You used to eat it, you know. It'd be tiny little stuff, but we can still eat it. All right, so that's the garden, y'all. That's the garden tour, garden update for October the 1st. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, wind blowing. Well, when I say beautiful, I'm talking about the wind itself, you know. It's a beautiful thing. The wind is a beautiful thing. The garden is not a beautiful garden, but it does not have to be beautiful or pretty. We just need to produce food, that's all. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all have yourself a good one. I'll catch y'all on the next one.